Oh, I'm sorry, y'all.
So then, of course,
Doris
just want to
is
wait
leg
for
wax.
it to. You want to make sure that her leg is dry before you continue. Now, this is waxing powder. It's lavender scented. You can use it if you want. Normally, I don't prefer to use it just because I think it's kind of a messy, unnecessary step. But what its intention is if you have a very sensitive client, what this will do is it'll create a barrier between the skin and the wax, so that when you go to do the pull, the clients will only be feeling the hair removal and not the contact with the skin. You know what I mean? When you're starting off learning, it's a great tool because it is like stark white, and so you can see where you've been already. What you need to make sure you remember is anytime you're working in a larger area, to keep in your head a grid pattern so that you're not just jumping around. When we watched the chest wax video, she was still doing the grid pattern because she was like blocking it off and then going in between where she was before. Did y'all see that? Mm-hmm. Okay, so it's going to be working in the same system, only on a rounded part of your body. So like chests, stomachs, back, those are going to be your easiest ones because it's flat. But leg waxing is really simple as well, so we'll get into it. One thing you have to realize too, with this school, we always cut the strips in half, because otherwise, you can get 2 uses out of it instead of just one. I will always use like this paper. You have to lay the paper down to protect the leather of the table. If you get wax on it, it's not the end of the world. It's just a kind of a process to get it all off. And then I'll use one of these, my cleanser one. Just leave it open, and then I'll pile all of my strips and sticks just in one place. In the treatment rooms, you obviously will have your trash can nearby. In here, it's not always that convenient. So just try to keep it contained. Don't leave strips and sticks just kind of wherever you drop them. Keep them in one place. Alright, so I've heated up the wax. It's melted. It's doing good now.
And is that soft wax or hard wax?
This is soft wax because I'm going to need to use a strip. You're going to get more and more comfortable with getting the wax on the stick. I never keep it on both sides of it. I always wipe off the back, and so it's more like a little plate for the wax. Generally it's going to stay there if you have it at the right temperature. If it's too thin, it'll be running around everywhere. Now, because we break the sticks in half, you can't always get a big application just because the sticks are smaller. Don't ever double dip, because then whatever is on her leg would go back in there, and then I would move to you and double dip and move on to you. So by the time we got around to the classroom, everybody's skin would be on your skin. You know what I'm saying?
You have a team?
Hey.
So it doesn't matter how long you leave that sitting there.
Not with the soft wax.
Okay.
I always thought it did.
Me too.
I
Me
always
too.
thought it'd be really quick.
Yeah.
No.
Oh, good.
So here's your strip. You can pre-cut them to be whatever size you're comfortable with. These are ones that a student had cut and stored in a bag somewhere, so I'm just going to use them. You can go longer, you can go shorter, depending on what area of the body you're using. You can absolutely adjust it. So for a brow wax, you're not going to use something this size. But
Take the whole eyebrow out.
but honestly, usually probably about another 2 inches longer is my favorite length, because I reuse my strips over and over like you're supposed to. But you were saying, oh look, she's rolling it. So instead of having to reuse, if one side gets heavy, I'll just fold it over, use that as my handle, and keep moving. I think it's faster.
Do you prefer that or the one that's more woven?
I prefer this.
I like the
Oh,
muslin
okay.
on. I like the
Muslin,
muslins
yeah,
on
that's-
the
eyebrows, I think. I don't know.
Okay, why do you like that one over it?
Because this is thicker, and so I feel like it can hold more wax on when I'm reusing than the muslin. It doesn't like flop over on
And
itself.
shred
I like
everywhere.
Yeah,
that
it's
too.
yeah,
It's, I don't
it's
like
stiffer.
muslin.
I'm ready for her to pull.
I know, me too.
So I'm gonna start here on like this corner of it, and I'm just gonna hold her ankle here, take a grip, and do a punch.
That sounds like it didn't
Okay.
feel like nothing.
No, it
You
didn't.
don't have no hair.
Are y'all trying to hear that?
No.
You want to hear the zip?
Like that?
Oh, now that's
That
better.
was.
Give us-
It don't hurt.
Oh,
Because there's no hair on
she's basically taking off the dead skin.
Oh, now that was kind of like, yeah.
You got a little light.
Yeah, yeah.
On 1 and 10, wax it away. Oh.
And so you can go around and you can see that the hair is in there.
I don't want to touch that because there's like 6 hairs on there.
Real?
She don't have no.
There.
Yeah.
I don't grow a lot of hair. Everywhere else I do, just not on my legs and my arms.
Can I feel your leg?
It is so light.
Oh, yeah,
It looks good.
yeah.
Alright, move Natasha.
She's doing too well with it. I don't see any tears.
Look how my skin.
Yeah.
I'm a little sad.
Mine is gonna be really bad.
It's
Patient doesn't get like, hurry up.
I do have somewhere to be in 2 hours. So.
yeah, using the smaller sticks does slow you down a little bit.
So you really got a yank, huh?
I mean, I do.
So you don't get tennis elbow like your friend?